Hello, good morning. I am SEEMA GARG, Associate Professor in Chemistry, SPC Government College, Ajmer. Today, lecture 9, video 71. It is for BSc Part 1, Organic Chemistry, Paper 2. This is the second part of Unit 1, Mechanism of Organic Reactions. Introduction. During a chemical reaction, reactant molecules are converted into product molecules. The rearrangement of atoms in the product molecules is altogether different from that present in reactant molecules. This change, which is brought about by redistribution of electron, usually occurs through some definite steps. A detailed step-by-step description of a chemical reaction showing as to how reactants are converted into products is called reaction mechanism. Arrow notations in organic reactions. Organic reactions usually involve making and breaking of covalent bonds. A covalent bond is often represented by a dash, and the movement of the electron is shown by a curved arrow. The movement of a single electron, on the other hand, is shown by hook arrow or half-headed arrow. For example, this ethylene molecule, when pi electrons are moving, then two electrons movement, it is shown by full-headed arrow. Whereas in methyl radical, it is a movement of single electron, so it is shown by half-headed arrow. In this notation, the tail of the arrow head indicates the site from where the electron pair or single electron has to move, and the head indicates the site to which it has to move. In contrast, double-headed arrows do not indicate the movement of electrons but are used to separate various canonical structures. For example, benzene. Here we had mentioned Kekulé structure and Divar structure by this double-headed arrow. Types of bond fission. Organic reactions occur through making and breaking of bonds. There are two ways in which covalent bonds can be broken: homolytic fission and heterolytic fission. Homolytic fission, it is a symmetrical. When a covalent bond joining two atoms A and B breaks in such a way that each atom of the covalent bond takes away one electron of the shared pair, it is called symmetrical cleavage or homolytic fission or simply homolysis. See here, due to the homolytic fission, free radicals are obtained. The neutral chemical species such as A radical and B radical, which contain an odd or unpaired electron and which are produced by homolytic fission of covalent bonds, are called free radicals. Homolytic fission usually occurs in non-polar bonds and is favored by high temperature, gas phase or pyrolysis, UV light, and by the presence of radical initiators such as peroxides. Heterolytic or unsymmetrical fission. When a covalent bond joining two atoms A and B breaks in such a way that both the electrons of the covalent bonds are taken away by one of the bonded atoms, the mode of bond breaking is called unsymmetrical cleavage or heterolytic fission or simply heterolysis. Heterolytic fission is usually indicated by a curved arrow which denotes a 2 electron displacement. See here this both the electrons are moving toward the other atom. So one is B is electronegative and A is electropositive. See here in another example, see here both the electrons are moving toward the A. So it is electronegative, A is electronegative and B is electropositive. As shown above, heterolytic fission results in the formation of ionic species, that is cations and anions. Further, heterolytic fission usually occurs in polar bonds and is favored by polar solvents. Quite often, the ionic species formed by heterolytic fission carry the positive or negative charge on carbon atom. Such ionic species are called carbocations or carbanions, respectively, according as the carbon carries positive or negative charge. It may be emphasized here that the same covalent bond can undergo homolytic or heterolytic fission under different conditions. In general, the bond dissociation energies for homolytic fissions are low, while they are quite high for heterolytic fission. For example, see here, this is the methyl chloride, where it requires low energy compared to heterolytic fission here. Reagents and substrates. We know that whenever an organic reaction is carried out, we use certain starting material called reactants. These are further classified as reagents and substrates. Actually, there is no clear-cut distinction between these two terms because each one of them cannot react in the absence of the other. In general, a more reactive reagent is called the reagent, while the less reactive reagent is called the substrate. See here, in ethylene, it is a substrate, while this bromine is a reagent. Types of reagents: electrophiles or electrophilic reagents, nucleophile and nucleophilic reagents. Electrophiles, electron-loving chemical species because of the presence of an electron-deficient atom is then are called electrophiles, and they are of two types: positive electrophiles and neutral electrophiles. Electrophiles, positive electrophiles, electrophiles in which the electron deficient atom carries a positive charge are called positive electrophiles. For example, H plus, hydronium ion, bromonium ion, chloride ion, alkyl ion, nitronium ion, this azo ion, ammonium ion, phenyl ammonium ion, etc. Neutral electrophiles. Electrophiles in which the electron deficient atom does not carry any charge are called neutral electrophiles. For example, free radicals, carbines, nitranes, alkyl radical, boron trifluoride, aluminum chloride, FeCl3, essential 4. In BF3, boron trifluoride, aluminum chloride, FeCl3, etc., the central atom has only 6 electrons in the valence shell and thus has a strong tendency to acquire a pair of electrons to complete its octet. However, in case of essential 4, the central atom has the required octet of electron in the valence shell, but still has a strong desire to accept more electrons because of the presence of vacant d orbitals in it. Lewis acids, due to their attraction for electrons, they are called electrophiles, always attacks the electrons. Substrate molecules at the site of the highest electron density. B. Nucleophiles or nucleophilic reagents. Nucleophilic reagents or nucleophile are nucleus-loving chemical species. Since the nucleus of any atom is positively charged, therefore nucleophiles must be electron-rich chemical species containing at least one unsaid or pair electron. These are also again two types: negative nucleophiles and neutral nucleophiles. Negative nucleophiles: chloride, bromide, iodide, hydroxy, alkoxy, amino, cyano, like that, hydride, acetate, carboxylate ion, acetylide ion, etc. Neutral nucleophiles: water molecule, ammonia, this aniline, amines, like, and this lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, ethers, then thioethers, etc. Thank you very much for today's lecture.